All right, let's have a look at all the mining stocks today. Miners so far today, well, BTC, that's the chart I'm looking at on a daily, 2.2% down, 64, basically 65K. So ultra short term, if you're bullish BTC, I would watch this trend line resistance. So basically, it has to clean 70K in order for it to push higher. But right here, right now, it is sitting at its 50-day moving average. So if it closes below 50-day, very recently we tested 60. So below 50-day, that 60K is a very, very pivotal. If it doesn't hold that level, it can flush down to 55. So these are upside and downside levels I'm watching for BTC. So let's jump into all of the miners. So let's start maybe with CLSK. Cleanspark. So it has moved pretty nicely from these support levels, 15. Of course, it did fake out and flush some people, but 6-7 days of a consecutive move up, and obviously today it is slightly pulling back with BTC and overall. I forgot to mention bonds, but we'll take a look at it at the end. But this is a resistance for Cleanspark. So if you look at this chart on a daily chart, this 21, it was resistance at these levels. So, and it's acting as a resistance. So if it doesn't hold, it can definitely pull back to, well, this $18.75, the yesterday's open. That's your support. Below it, you have a 50-day SMA, 50-day moving average. If we bring up moving averages on a daily chart, it's uptrending, 50-day, 5-day moving average, uptrending. Obviously, it has been going up for 6-7 days in a row. 20-day moving average in a downtrend. They have earnings coming up May 8th. So it could be basically hanging around these levels until its earnings, and same with other miners. But these are the upside downside moves. So the above this 21, the recent highs 24.72. So basically 24, that's your next resistance. Riot Platforms. Riot has moved 50% as well. So from its recent lows of $8, of course it did. I was watching more of a $9, $8.67 when it started flushing. I thought it could go a lot lower if BTC goes lower after the hollowing, but came right back up to its moving averages and very decent resistance. So it has to clear these levels in order to push higher. But clearing, I mean, there has to be more demand, more buyers at these supply zone. Basically, these sellers are here present because this is the resistance. That's the supply, and so basically there has to be that volume. I mean, volume has been increasing, but that's the only way it can break the resistance, by bringing in more demand than supply, more supply than basically sellers present at this moment and time for this name. So this level, 200-day moving average, 50-day moving average, this is a very big resistance. 1264, 13, above 13, I would consider this name to basically above these resistance levels, and I would watch this level act. So basically break out and test and act as a support if you're watching it long all the way to next resistance of 17.50. But it can definitely go back down to $10, but that would be the next level of support for this stock if it pulls back from these levels. Marathon Digital is another name, miner. Well, I was watching 200-day flip below, didn't hold this level, of course faked out a lot of people. 1450-ish, that acted as a support. Stock is above its 200-day moving average. That 50-day right here, at 21. That's your resistance. But ultra short term, like today, it's rejecting 20. 20 is a resistance as well. So, but it's approaching that very big supply zone, which is 22, 24. So these are the levels I would be watching. So if you're, I know there are a lot of people watching this name like to potentially go like double, basically $40 by the end of summer or something like that. But BTC has to push and it has to clear at least 50-day moving average, which is 22 right here, right now. So if it pulls back, I would be watching it, well, 1850 or back to its 200-day moving average, which is $16 level. So these are the levels I'm watching for these miners. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. See you in the next one.